What's up, everyone? Back with another review. This is the Kickstarter Medieval Spawn from McFarlane. I don't know which one I got. There's 3 different versions. So this is just the sleeve of the box. This is the box that it comes in. You can see there's I took everything out already. All the weapons, and then the figure over here. And then this comes in a clamshell container. That just pops open so you could put the figure back. All right, I'm gonna take this out. All right, so there he is. I don't have any other McFarlane figures. I have that one McFarlane horse that I showed in the one video. I'm just not a huge McFarlane fan. I thought this looked pretty cool though. I did like this character. I don't know, his arms don't even go down now. It's actually pretty loose. I had the first Kickstarter from McFarlane, but I never really kept those figures opened. I just kind of sold them all off. I did the 3 of those. I only did the 1 on this one because I'm eventually going to sell this one too. I don't know. I'm just not a huge McFarlane fan. This one does look pretty cool though. I like the knight, the medieval knight. So here's one of the shields that you get. This comes in the packaging. Some great detail, scarring, weathering, magnetic. Here's the sword that comes with it in the packaging. This is in the clamshell packaging. Then you have the base comes with it. Take a look at his cape on the back. So the first one, it had like a fold and you could move this around. This is just a flexible piece of plastic. Can't really do a whole lot with it. It's what you see is what you get. You're not moving that at all. That's basically why I'm not really a fan of McFarlane. I don't know. For the price that you pay, even in a cheaper figs, it just seems like you should get something more. So let me finish going over the weapons. So this is another weapon that I thought that broke. I guess that's a morning star. Then you got a flail. These things are spiky. Definitely hurting yourself if you grab that thing like I just did when I almost dropped it. Then you get this axe. I don't know why the bottoms come off of all these. I guess slide it in the hand. Yeah. Then you get this sword. That one doesn't. Yep, it does. Then you get this axe. This one's really cool looking. And then you get this pretty awesome shield. I don't know if these are from the comic or if these were just made up for the Kickstarter. I haven't read Spawn in a long time, a couple of years. I stopped collecting comics a couple of years ago. Just like anything else, it just gets overwhelming, gets to be too much. Then you get a few helms, So this has the head in it. Find out a better way to do this in a second. I don't know, maybe next one. Just not showing it off good enough. The lighting's just so bad. I keep saying that every time I do a review. Then I forget, and then one time I look at it while I'm doing it, I'm like, nope, that's not good. So this helm is hollow. You do get 2 extra heads. That one's down. And then you get this head. Screaming head. I'm gonna go over the weekend and figure out what I could do. This helm has a head in it as well, so it just pops right on. I'll get a closer look after I line everything up. Then you get a couple of chest plates, replacements. That one and this one. This one's really cool looking. They are magnetic. I did not try to take that off yet. You get 2 extra hands. I think we could have received more hands. It's not really enough. 2 on and you get 2 extra. I don't remember what the Kickstarter was. Was it over $100? And then you get these 2 to replace for the chest plate. Different types that work out too. And then some, I don't know if these are Vem braces. Yeah, it looks like it. So replacement of those. All right. Just move these things aside and get the figure. See what we're working with as far as articulation goes. So he's very soft, not tight. So it just falls right off. Wonderful. So magnetic, completely magnetic, which is kind of cool. Move you forward here. I guess you could do put on whatever you want on whatever arm you want. So that's kind of cool. And then this should come off, so you could replace the chest plate. Slide the sheath off. It actually has some details too. A lot of details in weathering and paint apps. They're really nice compared to typical McFarlane's. But again, paid, I don't know, like $100. So these pauldrons look like they have just a ball joint in there. Doesn't, I don't know, that is really tiny. Let me see if I can get a flash right here. Because that ball joint in there looks like that thing would snap if I try to take that off. But it looks like it's supposed to come off if you wanted it. I'm not gonna mess with it. Leave it right where it is. It's really loose though. Kind of weird looking with this ring around there. Then you have a huge gap. But I guess it works as you pose this around. We'll find out. Double joint in the elbow. Yeah, pauldron's kind of weird. So double joint in the elbow. Nice and loose. Let's see, I don't know if I would go up any further because of this thing. That really looks like it should pop off, but I swear if I try to grab that off without heating it up, I'm breaking that thing. It's just weird the way it moves around a little too much too. Then this one, the same thing. It looks like it should pop off, but that thin plastic in there, I'm not happy with that. But I guess it is what it is. I think it could have been thicker. I mean, if you have a whole ball joint like that, why couldn't the plastic be thicker? That just looks very flimsy. So, double joint again, both arms, wrist, not too bad, typical McFarlane peg. You don't, there's no articulation in this. Oh, there you go. So up and down, but that's it. It's not a ball joint, it's just a peg. And you're just one movement. You could twist the hand however you want. So hip, you can see the joints in there. Double joint in the knee. The normal plastic that McFarlane is. He had a toe hinge. These things are all stiff and pointy. So as you're articulating this guy, you're gonna get poked a couple times. So doesn't, gives you a little bit. Not much going down. Guess you could mess with it. For posing. And then the details. So like the head. So that's as high up as he's looking. And then down. Hardly anything going down. Has the typical ball joint in the waist and some ab crunch. The details are really great though. A lot of nice shiny places. Details, weathering, some battle damage. That's some nice weathering on this thing. I don't know what you call that, shin guard. Lift up the cape. The cape, does the cape come off? There you go. So this is the replacement thing that you get. Probably have to look to see who's doing a custom of this. Maybe Max Bird online, Forge Night. He usually does a lot of those capes. And then chest plate pops right off. And put that nice shiny one on with the skull. I'm gonna leave the cape off for a moment. So I can show you the back. It's just a piece of rubber. I mean, overall, I think it's pretty cool. See how easy the head pops off. There's that screaming head here. One second. It's not that easy popping back on. It's giving me a hard time here. Yeah, I don't know. That might need some heat. That's not popping on. Let me try this other one here. Where'd it go? Moved everything over. This one. There we go. That one popped on easily enough. Overall, pretty good. It's a McFarlane, so you shouldn't expect too much. But since you paid probably over $100 for it, you're gonna get a little more than those $20 figs in the stores. So let me move this back and do some size comparisons. 1 second. All right, so here he is next to Mythic Legions. This is a typical Mythic Legions. And then the Bro Toys King Varian. Then a Memory Toys Orc. And then a Mithril Toys Orc. I mean, size-wise, I think he's pretty cool. Especially next to a Legion. I think that works. And then this is the Lazy Toys Elf that I recently reviewed. And then Peter Parker. I don't have a McFarlane, like I said in the beginning, to compare him. This is literally the only McFarlane figure that I now have. And then Figuarts. And then Mezco Gomez. These are guys that I just have sitting around next to my desk. This head comes off so easily. And that's it. So let me just lay out these weapons so you can get a better look at those again. All right, so here we go. So this, I didn't realize this until I was just moving them around. This actually slides up. So you have this shield. And then this other shield here. The weapons are pretty cool. This helm here is just a cover. It's a soft rubber. That's just a better look than me holding them. But I guess the lighting still isn't great. Here's some more closer details on the, I don't know, forearm card. Or is that a Vembrace? Then some more details on him. So, I hope this was helpful. I will spend some time figuring out what I could do this weekend to make this look a little better. I'm enjoying doing the reviews. Hopefully you all are enjoying them and they're helpful. But still new doing it, so still learning. Also, what comes with it is a comic book. Like I said, there's 3 versions of the figure. I got this one. I don't know if it's green version or whatever, basic version. One of them probably was the prototype, and then maybe there was a gold one that came with signatures. That's, I think, if the first Kickstarter, I think that's how it was. But once again, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one. As I'm getting ready to pose this guy for some pictures, I realized that they don't hold the weapon that well. The hand opening is too big. And that's for everything except this guy right here. That's a little thicker. He holds that, not too bad. But all the other weapons, they're just skinny enough, even this one right here, that it's just so loose. So there's some ridges, so I mean, yeah, I don't know. So as you're trying to pose them, the sword just kept falling down. Or up, I guess, whatever you want to call it. So, just some more information.